right, welcome back. We are in our chat room right now, and we have Adaeze Mogbogu in the house with us. Join us as we welcome her in. You're welcome to Saturday Night.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much, and I'm happy to be here too.
Yeah, I can tell.
So I'm just controlling it.
Yeah,
I don't want to show the excitement so much.
No worries.
It's fun being here.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a pleasure hosting you as well.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah. Looking at you, I'm a bit confused here. You have the hair of a lady, the dressing of a guy. It's a mixed feeling I'm having here. For starters, has anybody called you a tomboy?
At times they say, they ask if I'm a boy. Some people, like, if I walk on the street now, some people would ask, is she a boy? Like they'll be looking at me and, is she a boy? Is she a girl? You know, this issue of, is she a boy? Is she a girl? Why would you see a girl and start asking, is she a boy? That she there is, you know. And initially, while I was growing up as a very young kid coming up, I was kind of having issues with that, because I've been like that from when I was a kid, you know. So, but at a point, I wasn't really keen about it again. It wasn't an issue for me. I looked at it as a boss. There's this thing called boss in the entertainment industry. So I see it as a boss and as a brand too for myself, you know, because there's in anything you do, you should have something that kind of stands you out from the rest. You understand? So I see that as a different brand. You understand? Like, that's what stands me out.
Okay, when you're talking about standing out, does it stand you out sexually as well?
Sexually? I'll be girl now. Because I look down. I'm a chick, complete chick, you know. No, but what I'm wearing now is just, this is a feminine jacket, you know,
okay.
Feminine jacket, and this is a feminine panty too.
Okay.
You know, so in this feminine, I'm good to go now, you know.
Everything.
Sure.
And your walk, your swag.
That one I'm athletic. I played ball when I was much younger too. I played for Flaming Babes. I played for Police Machine. At the point I dropped, I sustained injury. You know, so I'm more of an athletic person. You know, entertainment, sports combined.
And that's why you walk like a boy. So the sportish thing has also informed why you walk like a boy.
Not really. Like I said, I grew up with myself like this.
Okay.
And I thank Baba God for that.
Oh, great. So that's a brand. Boy, sure. Tomboy, tom girl. She's a tom girl.
I don't know. Thecla, you're killing me here.
How am I killing you? What happened when it started?
Hot seat nowadays.
Well, when it was started, anyway, since you're already feeling the heat, I don't want you to sweat it out.
I beg.
We'll just we'll tone it down a bit.
Step
okay?
down.
All right. Now, Adaeze, you are a music artist, no doubt, but not so much is known about you. Can we start from the very start, like we do on the program? We like to know our guests more. Not me, but your fans out there.
Okay.
So let's hear it from your mouth. Where are you from?
I'm from Anambra.
Okay.
Anambra, Oka, precisely. Family of 6, mom and dad, and 3 other siblings to myself. And that's 6, yeah. And I grew up loving music, yes. I have the strong passion for it. And my late grandmom, her soul rest in peace, was actually a choir mistress in her time. So I would say the music thing runs in the blood. And my younger brother is a co-writer with myself. We write songs together. He's a well-talented writer too, so it makes it easier for us in the music thing. So at least for that now, I would say I've said some little about myself.
What did you study?
I studied computer engineering.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went to a primary school?
Sure, I did.
All right.
I did. I went to primary school, secondary school, and you know, I did sports too, like I told you, and now I'm doing music. I worked with OJB Jazwell. OJB Jazwell is actually the first producer that I worked with. He did the Shekwe track.
At what point did you break away from the sports to music?
Like I said, I told you I sustained injury, you know, and I now realize that I have this much flair, like connection to music than the sports thing, you know, because you can't be doing both two things, especially when those two things are so strenuous. You understand? You can't mix them together. You have to choose one, and you make one a professional career, or whatever. Then you can make one a hobby if you want it. So I want to make music. In fact, music is more of a business for me now. You understand? Than any other thing. So I would say it's more of music for me now than any other thing like cooking, reading and stuff. Sports can come to the hobby side of it.
Okay.
You know? So that's that.
All right. So when you're talking about sport, what particular sports were you into?
Football.
Football.
Yeah.
Wow. That's it. That explains it. I'm sure while you were most times when you play in the field, they're like, is this one a boy or this is a girl? Because I'm sure the masculinity will, to some extent.
But funny enough, I'm not masculine.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
It's just that I can't off my.
I know, I get it. We don't have to say that bit. You already said it, and we believe you.
Sure.
So what do you miss about the sports? You still miss sports?
Yeah, I don't really miss sports now. You know.
Was it not something you went into with passion?
Yeah, sure. It's not like I don't love sports anymore. I do. Like, I'm happy watching people play ball. You understand? But I see myself loving entertainment more. So
for you, music is it?
Yeah, sure.
You have found your resting place in music.
Honestly.
Now, going into music, can you tell us the journey, how you metamorphosed into the music industry?
I was opportune to meet a friend, Emunike, and he's one guy that loves music so much too. You know, we got talking, and at the point I was singing PDD, Jaru, B.I.G. and the rest of them. I was singing their songs, rhyming to them, and he was like, Ada, you're good at rhyming this guy's song. Don't you think it's better you go into your own song, like writing your own song, doing your own thing? And it's better because if you can do theirs, you can equally do yours better. You understand? He talked about it that way, and I was like, yeah, I've been thinking of this same thing before now. But now you said it, I started feeling that rush in me. I felt that deep rush in me. And luckily for me, my younger brother came into the picture, and he was actually he's a good writer. You know, we started writing, and after that phase, we got to the studio. I worked with Ish, and after working with Ish, we felt we needed a more professional producer to work with. Then we went to do the complete album with OJB Jazreal. Presently, we have a single now titled Dey There, and that single is produced by TY Mix.
Okay, your first album was on Shepe. How was the reception like?
Yeah, it was then when there was no much female in the industry, so I kind of have a strong edge then, you know. But at the point I had issues with my management. You know, I had issues with my management. You know this thing now, when you work with people and they started seeing some little thing coming out of it, they want to play smart and stuff, which I don't want to go into now. It's very deep story here, so, and a very sad one too. So, you know, they kind of messed up, and coupled with the fact that the marketer too, you know, the issue with piracy and stuff, the marketer too messed up. So they had this, I don't know their plans, they both plans with the marketer and the management, and they kind of run the whole showdown. So we now came with a conclusion that we should withdraw the previous work from the market and just let it go, while we think of other ways out. So that was actually what kept me back again.
So you were used the first time?
Yes, I would, let's put it that way. But like they say, if I don't want to see it that way too, because they say every disappointment is a blessing, because it makes you stronger. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and it's kind of picking up, coming strong again, and getting to understand the industry better. You know, when you understand things around you better, it helps you too. You know, so I would say I'm a better person now than before.
Interesting. So you were away for a while, for some years, right?
Yeah, for some years, yeah.
Okay, so during that period, what were you doing really?
Yeah, actually I was working with in some firm and doing some stuff while we were doing some other recordings and trying to, you know, gather what we need for this next outing.
Okay, now speaking of this next outing and previous one, coming from there and moving on to the next album, the next single you're releasing, what has changed? Have you added anything, or is still the same Adaeze and what the public know you for? What are you bringing new to the table?
Yes, I will always say this. It's still the same Adaeze, but certainly things would definitely change. You know, the kind of song we sing then is different from what we do now. It's like if you bring what you have those years and bring it back now, people might not really accept it because technology has really changed. You understand? So music, everything has really changed. So of course I've changed in some ways. You know, they say change is
dynamic.
Yeah. So it's something that will always happen. And nothing much. Just that yes, there's that change, and but
you're changing along.
But we've improved too.
All right, yeah. Good. This new single you're bringing out.
Yeah.
What exactly are you trying to push out?
Yeah, it's a party single. It's
a
party song, and if you get to see the video too, it's a colourful video, a party video, a life happening video. You know, it's all about happiness. You know, we want to make people feel that thing that you are missing. You know, at this point in time, Nigeria as a country is being into too many issues and stuff. So this song is more of making them happy. You know, bringing that fun, that life into them, and you know, kind of waking them up. You know, making them lively. So that's why we did this Dey There song.
What inspires you to write your songs?
Yes, apart from God's direction, you understand, which is the normal thing. Yeah, God, He makes things around happen. So those things around, when they happen, it kind of inspires me into writing some stuff. Because I'm talking to you now, you won't believe too many things is here. So maybe if I go, you'll be very surprised one day you hear Thecla in my song.
And you pay me for it.
No, you see, you like money, self. So that makes sense to people. You like money.
Well, I like money to a reasonable level. A reasonable level. Did you see that reasonable level there? That should be our watchword, really. Okay? Yeah, so now, Adaeze, how do we tag you as an artist?
Afro hip-hop, genre kind of song.
Yeah.
Afro hip-hop and R&B.
All right. We'll pause here for a moment and let the viewers enjoy Eday Here. Saturday night, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Flash up on no lighter. We go they make them because money saves my power. And everything don't scale it because Adaeze on fire. The more I make it, the more you know we spend it. Because anyhow you want it, anyhow you know I give it to you. I get a magic way to make my haters panic. You can see my lyrics, oh that be Fanta tonic. Rose, and I say,
Alright, that was Eday Here by Adaeze. We're still speaking with Adaeze, and we asked this next question.
Too much question, Adaeze. I didn't hear you.
Alright, Adaeze, yes, music industry, what's your take? How is the reception like?
Yes, Nigeria is just 52. We are trying, we are coming up. It's not really easy. The music industry itself is a very difficult industry. It's one of the most difficult industry ever, but it's growing. It's coming up. It's improving. That's all I have to say for now.
Your sojourn, how's it been like in the music industry?
It's not really easy. Nothing is easy. Life in general is not easy. So, but the thing there is this. In every business, the industry too is a business. In every business there are two factors, two basic things that you need to have to keep it going. One of them is finance.
Okay.
Finance is very, very important. You understand? Secondly, the right people to work with. When you have the right people to work with, it makes things easier, much, much more easier. So even if you're spending so much millions, you're not going to be having issues getting to the right channel.
Speaking of finances, how do you finance your covers?
Yeah, initially I was doing it on my own when I came out with the Shekpe album stuff. I was doing it on my own, but as it is now, glory be to God, I'm under a record label now, Amazing Ville Entertainment.
Okay, so what are your projections? Where do you see Adaezey in the next, let's say, 5-10 years from now?
Truthfully, I see myself in a very established phase. You understand? Totally different from what it is now. But the truth of the matter is, I don't really know. I don't want to say so much about that now because it has not happened. One thing we beg for God for is for long life and good health. So I don't know what tomorrow holds for me. I don't want to start talking about tomorrow because I don't know what tomorrow is. So the only thing I'll keep doing is to keep my head straight. Try to be a good Christian, believe in God, always pray, and hope faithfully for the right things.
So who do you look up to in the music industry?
Yeah, as it is now, funny enough, I don't really have a specific person that I look up to. That's the thing. But I'll put it this way, everybody to me is a role model. You understand? Everybody to me is a role model. Like, as I'm talking to you now, there's some things I'm learning from you. You understand? Because it is when you meet people around you, even the crew now here, people around you, they help in whatever you become.
Okay, now on a final note, you've been talking about music, you've been talking about schooling and all. As a woman, there are stages in life and there are phases you have to. I was speaking about relationship-wise now. Do you have somebody in your life?
Sure, of course, I'm in a relationship.
You're in a relationship.
Confirm, right?
That's the one thing, so that people won't start. You don't leave people on.
No, but it's at times it's not good to say it now because if I start making people understand I have somebody, what if one rich guy out there, you understand, wants to, a richer guy than the present person wants to call. I like money, you understand. So what if a richer guy than the present one wants to come in and you now see that somebody, you'll be looking like a blockage, hindrance, so you will not want to come through. You understand that kind of thing? So
I'm trying to understand.
I'm
trying to understand.
You understand now? You guys understand? That kind of. See, so, as it is, this we need money. We need money to sustain ourselves, to do some major things. So if I now start making people understand that I'm two, I'm not just one. I'm two. You understand? Some people that wants to, they might. I don't know, Sha, but let me just leave it at that, Sha.
So for you, relationship is about, just from what you just said now, relationship is about the person has to be well balanced.
Yes,
the pocket has to be deep.
You know why? Because if it's not like that, if I start feeding him now, or halabudi, he will start turning the other way around. He will say I'm disrespectful. Mostly it is like that. Most time when the woman is richer than the man, most times the men, they are in the house, they understand what I'm saying. They start feeling, they have this their ego, whatever thing. They start feeling somehow that even when you're not bossy, they say she's bossy because you're feeling like you're the boss now. You have money and stuff. That kind of thing.
For the first time, I'm seeing the woman in you.
Thank you. Now. You're not finished before.
All right. So what's your ideal man? Yeah.
A gentleman, somewhere that has respect for people. Most men, sorry to say, most men, some men don't have respect for women. You see a woman coming out of a car, instead of you to open the car for her, help her come out of the car, you start waiting for her to help herself out and stuff. You see something falling from a woman's hand down, instead of helping her pick that thing, you wait for her to. You see a man asking a woman, carry this thing, keep for me for here. Take this thing, keep. Open this door now. You understand? It's not. To me, I want men that are matured, men that has this quality, You understand? Not a man that will making you feel like a man. You're hustling to like him. You have to hustle.
When you're already looking like a man, so you can imagine to just be like two men in the house. All right.
No wahala, no problem.
I've totally enjoyed you. Totally enjoyed you. You're very entertaining, and you're very, very blunt and straightforward. Those are the kind of people we want. Want people to be able to, speak their mind, sound out what they really feel in their heart. That's the whole idea of this program. Just be yourself, talk to your fans, and there's no inhibitions or anything around it. So it's good.
Thank you.
It's good. So thank you so much for coming on Saturday night.
Thank you.
Here is wishing you the very best as
Thank you very much. And thanks for entering me too.
Enter you. No, I can't enter you. I'm a woman. No. Yeah, so viewers, on that note, we say thank you so much for staying tuned to Saturday night. Until next week, have a pleasant night.